Most business analyst interviews don't fail because they don't know SQL or Python. They fail because you don't think like a business analyst. Today, I will break down what exactly business analyst interviewers look for a BA role based on real interviews and not on just JDs. When interviewers evaluate a business analyst, they are not hiring for a report builder or dashboard builder. They are trying to hire someone who can understand business processes, convert them into business problems, and then solve them using data. Let's try to break down 5 things interviewers expect and how you can answer them. Expectation number 1, business thinking. This is very important and non negotiable. Interviewers want to see if you ask why before how. Let's try to understand it by an example. Suppose that the interviewer asks you, our sales are declining, what would you do? Now, if you answer that, okay, I will build a dashboard and analyze sales trends. That's not a good answer. Instead of that, what you can say, first I had like to clarify which product, which reason, and what time period. Then I had check whether it's a pricing problem, demand problem, or an operational issue. They want to see structured thinking, not instant solutions. Expectation number 2, requirement clarity. Can you convert cues into requirement? Stakeholders rarely come with clear requirements, they come with confusion. So, interviewers expect you to ask clarifying questions, define scope, and avoid assumptions at any cost. And with my experience, I am telling you, the requirements are not at all clear. Okay. So, in interviews, always start with let me confirm my understanding before proceeding. Now, that single sentence tells you how mature you are as a business analyst, because when you are working as a business analyst, you have to work with multiple departments, you have to communicate with many stakeholders, trying to understand the process, because every process is connected with another process. The whole business is connected. You should have a very good understanding of how to make clear requirements and how to convert that cues into a good business problem. Expectation number 3, data sense and not heavy coding. What I mean by this data sense means that interviewers don't expect you to know every single SQL function. They expect you to know what data matters and why. That means they are trying to look for what metrics you want to check, what data source you will use, and how data will actually connect with the decisions. A business analyst who knows what to measure beats always a business analyst who just knows how to query. And your role is not just to query data using SQL, Excel, or Python. Okay, your role is to connect data with decisions. Expectation number 4, communication and storytelling. Now you would be thinking that, okay, my communication is good, right? And that's not a very technical thing to matter, right? But believe me, storytelling matters a lot. Interviewers try to watch how you explain trade offs, how you simplify complex ideas, and how you speak to non technical people. Because happens what? That most of the time you have to work with non technical people, okay? And mainly because you always have been working with data, maths, numbers, you think that, okay, if I understand something, it should be easier for other people to understand. That's not, believe me, that's not. Okay. So the simpler you can explain a complex idea, the better BA you are. If your answers sound like a technical document, you will fail. And if your answers sound like a conversation, you will pass. Expectation number 5, ownership and impact. Interviewers don't want someone who just says that I did what I was asked. They want to know what decision has changed after your analysis, what impact you have created, what you had improve next time, or if you join us. So use this formula. Start with problem statement, then data, action, and fourth one is impact. If you can define your impact, then that's a way to go. I have told you what are the 5 major expectations of interviewers when you are going for a business analyst role. Now, what are some of the most common mistakes people can make when they are interviewing for a business analyst role? The first one is don't jump straight into solutions. Don't give generic textbook answers. Okay, try to explain by yourself, dude. Try to ask a lot of clear questions. Okay, try to go in depth with those kind of questions. Explain what you did and why it mattered. Business analysts are basically paid for what kind of judgments or what kind of strategic decisions they can make instead of just building dashboards. Okay, so if you want to crack business analyst interviews, like the video and comment down the BA. I will share real interview questions with the solutions and how to answer them. And if you want to learn more how real data science, engineering, and analytics works, then you can check out the Data C podcast. There are a ton of people sharing their real work experiences and their journey. That's it till then. Bye bye.